There we go.
Okay, thank you, Lori. Thank you to the Iceland Public Library. My name is Chef Rob and my son Chris here with me again, Chris, huh?
Yes.
Right? Unbelievable. We hang out a lot together nowadays.
I know.
So I know a lot of you have kits from the library, and if you are from a different library and just watching, the recipe, I believe Lori has it, probably has it online, so you can always get it that way. I'm gonna go about it as for the people that do have kits, okay? So you got a little bag just like this, right? A little goodie bag, huh? And everything labeled, and what's in there is, let me just show you the different bags that we have. So you have one that will say crumb topping, and that has all the ingredients that you need in there, except for the perishable ones. And then you have the flour, baking soda, baking powder, salt, cinnamon, allspice. You have the powdered sugar, the confectionery sugar that you don't need until the very, very end. And then you have a little bit of brown sugar and white sugar in here. Okay. So if you are from a different library, check with your library, because I do so many of these kits at a lot of libraries. And Susan, I know you're out there, and I know in the fall we have a lot at your library. Okay. So just so you know, tip of the day for Susan out there. So these are called Farmers Market Peach Streusel Muffins.
Susan said thank you.
You're welcome. Why they call Farmers Market Peach Streusel Muffins? I said so. You know, you got to think of names, and you don't want it to be boring. Peach muffins, so you be creative, but try to buy the peaches from the farm stands. Okay, go pick them. They're out there right now. They're perfect. So the first thing, turn on your oven to 425. Before we actually start, I'm going to go over about the temperature, which is really important. Okay, you're going to put these on the bottom rack of the oven, 425 degrees for only 5 minutes. No, you're not done in 5 minutes. Okay, what it does, it forms a nice crust on the muffin, and then you turn the temperature down to 350, and then cook it the remaining time, which is about 15 to 19, 20 minutes, something like that. So it's a total about 25 minutes that it takes. If you're making medium-sized muffins like I am making. Chances are, and I know on the recipe it says 6 muffins, you're probably going to make 8, because by the time you add peaches, and you can add a little extra peach if you want, you're going to get extra, okay? So the first thing let's make is the easiest thing, okay? And the whole thing is easy, because I put kits together for you. Okay, so I'm going to take some of the crumb topping bag, okay? The crumb topping bag has brown sugar, white sugar, cinnamon, and flour in there, and it's all measured just for your convenience. And you can thank Lori for having me with all these kits and all that. Lori's just unbelievable to work with. So everybody, take 2 tablespoons of melted butter, okay, just like this. And then either with a rubber spatula, or, as I always say, I have my gloves on, I'm just going to kind of crumble this. I'm going nice and easy, and as soon as it forms a crumb mixture, I'm just going to stop. So I kind of use my hands almost like as I'm a little hand mixer. Yeah, God gave me a hand mixer built in with me. Unbelievable. So nicely. Okay, so just a little bit more, and then you can get a little bit more stronger mixing this, and you'll just start seeing these crumbs kind of form together. Okay, and you're going to put these on the batter in the tins before it goes right into the oven. Okay, and if you can see, it'll hold together just like that. So if you want to make big crumbs like that, or it could be nice and fine, whatever you like. Okay. So I have my oven on to 450 right now. I'm sorry, 425. I take that back. I think I said it correct before, but 425, please. Sorry about that. Okay, leave this crumb mixture to the side. Okay. And then everybody, we are just gonna start adding in our brown sugar and white sugar bag. Okay, right here. Okay, this one right here. This one was a little more confusing. It's not like one has chocolate chips, one has brown sugar, the other has flour. So this is why I did put these labels on here. Okay. And then a half of a stick of softened butter, just like that. Okay. And we're just going to start beating the butter. You could beat the butter first, or you could add it all together. I'm going to beat it on high for about 2 minutes. Okay. And I will just take a spatula and I'll just bring all the kind of the sugar back in, as you'll notice. So on high, chances I probably won't talk, but sometimes I do anyway. Okay, so everybody, now you are going to take 1 egg, add that right in here, just like this. You want a 1/4 cup of yogurt. It could be plain, it could be the vanilla yogurt, either way, whatever way you want. And then we're going to take 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. You know what's also good here is almond extract. Almond and peaches, oh, so good. So now we're going to beat this for 1 minute on high, and then I'm just going to add the milk to this. No, I'm going to add the milk in a little bit. Again, just kind of scrape down the sides, just like this. Okay. At this point, what you can do, normally I would say just take this flour bag that has the cinnamon, the baking powder, all that in there. Just mix it up really good. But if you dump it right in here and you're going to blend this up, it's going to be just fine, and it's easy, and it saves you one bowl to clean. Saves you one bowl, it saves me one bowl. Okay, so we're just going to add this. We just want to do it until it is combined, and scrape down the sides as well. So it's a nice thick batter. Like that. Okay, and now you're going to add in 1.5 tablespoons. If you have the whole milk would be better for it. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. But always try when you're doing the baking recipes to use the exact ingredients. And usually the exact means the whole fat. Okay, I'm just doing this just until it is combined. Okay, so you may have a few lumps in here. It's all fine. Now we're going to take some peaches. Okay, so we want 1 full cup of peaches. You could slice them, you can chop them, whatever way you want to do it. Okay. If anybody has questions or comments, please. It's quiet out there. Lori, make some noise, please. Somebody make noise. Quiet out.
Oh, thanks, Rob. This looks amazing. And I just posted the recipe in case anybody still needs it.
Okay, thank you. And everybody, you could make, I have done this with mango too. Okay, so mango in this will work really good. Okay, I'm slicing mine really on the thinner side, but you could chop it as well. Okay, so 2 on the large size peaches, or if they're kind of small, 3 to 4. Okay, mine are on the smaller side. So I'm just kind of, what I do is I just go against the pit, use like a paring knife, just kind of slice it like that.
So next, how about both?
Mango and peach, yes. Just be careful you don't put too much fruit in there, because it's too much, could be too much water. Then the batter would be, just, it'll always kind of stay wet. But you're thinking like me, yeah, why not? Why don't we have it all? If we can have it all, let's have it all. Okay, now these peaches are ripe, but they're not too ripe, so they're not too soft. If you want to do this during apple season, any real good baking apple would be excellent in here. Okay. And we have a lot coming up the iSlip library, and I know we have orange and cranberry scones coming up. I think, Lori, you're the only library to get that one. It's almost like a private party for you, Lori.
Very nice. Yes, I asked you for scones. Yes.
You did.
I did.
When Lori asks, Rob delivers. Lori is always so nice to me, and you know what? It's one of those things. How could I say no to Lori?
And we're doing the apple fritter bread next month.
Yes, in September.
Yep. September 8th.
September 8th. And Lori, I will probably be there next week with the kits.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay.
Okay. So now just kind of gently fold this in, just like this. Okay. So now just kind of gently fold this in, just like this. Okay, perfect. This is really good. Now, you could just spray this, or you want to easy clean up the paper liners. Okay. Yes, Chris.
Someone asks anything with pumpkin?
Anything with pumpkin. Lori, do you remember on that? I know we have one in-person class.
Yes.
Lori might remember.
What, the date for the in-person class?
No, somebody had just asked if we're doing something with pumpkin.
I don't remember. I'm looking.
Me too. Yeah.
Oh,
So everybody
gosh.
take this batter just like this. Okay. So that is pretty full. And I do feel like I will get 8 nice size muffins out of this. Okay.
No, because I
Again, they're
think
not
we're
good.
doing the chocolate chip cookie pizza in October. November
Yes.
is the in-person.
Right.
And I think we're still deciding what you're doing on December 6th in person.
Okay. Got it. Yep. Yep. We
Yeah,
made
so to be announced, everybody.
it. I know last year, I think we did the pumpkin pie scones, if I remember right. I did
Yes.
so many of those pumpkin pie scones last year, or pumpkin bread. Oh my God, so much.
He said to do Saint Nick cookies.
Say, who said that?
It doesn't say their name. on there.
Okay. All right, just topping this off here. I think the 8 will be just perfect. And then I'm gonna put the crumb topping. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of evenly go around and put it on. Make sure you scrape this batter up, because with the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the allspice, it's so good. And it's all good muffin. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there. And now I'm just gonna take this crumb topping and just go around, spread this on top. And then while these are baking, we will be with you while when these finish, but I have some to show you what they will look like. And they get big, I promise you, they get big. So I'm gonna put a little bit on each one. Okay. And if it falls to the side, you just kind of scoop it back over. Okay. So everybody, when we have the in-person class, I just want to let everybody know kind of how I'm handling my end of it. The library will have some of the things that they will probably add to it, and you'll have your own feelings. Some people will be like, I'm not ready. I don't want to go into the library to eat. But depending on how the situation is, we are going to do the class. If you are comfortable eating there and the library is comfortable you eating there, feel free to eat there. If not, please, everybody, regardless, bring a to-go container, okay? For whatever it may be, if it's a salad or for whether it's a soup, okay? And by bringing that, it's almost just like watching, like the 5-hour driving course, but it'll only be an hour, okay? And you get to go home and bring lunch or dinner or whatever it may be, okay? So just a different way that we're going about it, at least to start. And then hopefully we'll get those numbers back down, okay? Because I know they are creeping up and we don't want that. So this is the way they should look, okay? Just make sure that the batter evenly distributed. So I am just going to go put these into the oven. And then in the meantime, I am just going to show you how to make that simple glaze. Okay, so for the glaze, what you're going to do is you should have 1 bag left, okay? And it should say the confectionery sugar on there. It is 1/2 cup of the powdered sugar. You are going to take just a 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla extract. So just a little splash, and then 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. So what I suggest is put 1 tablespoon in first, because you want it to be a nice glaze. Okay, you want it to be nice and thick. If you put too much in, then you're going to have to go to the supermarket or your pantry and get more powdered sugar out. So if you could see, it's a little thick with 1 tablespoon. So I'm just going to now just start drizzling a little bit because I want it to be a nice consistency. That off of here. And then when they come out of the oven, let them sit, let them cool a little bit. But even when they're warm, you could just take some of this glaze and drizzle it right over the top. Okay. Okay, so if you could see the way this is here, you want it to just kind of one more dot. But I want it to really hold on to the muffins really good. That's it. See, so go really slow with it. Okay, and it just kind of pours down on it. Now, when they come out of the oven, again, these are 425 for 5 minutes, and then you just take the temperature, just keep them in the oven, go to 350. When they're at 350, let them sit in there for another 15 to 19 minutes, put a toothpick in it, comes out clean, it's all good. So when they are done, this is exactly the way they will look like, okay? So these are some that I made from another class. And then if I wanted to, I'm just going to kind of show you how to kind of glaze this. So this one's going to be a double glazed one, Chris.
I'll take that one.
No, me. Okay, so just like that. Okay, put it right on there. And it's as easy as that. Go ahead.
Lori said, "Oh, I'll be right over, Rob." Someone else said, "Nice."
Lori, don't you wish I was dropping kits off today at the library?
She said, "Looks delicious," and Susan said, "Double glaze, double exercise."
That's so true. Yes. So I want to show everybody a little quick appetizer that I did the other night. It's an avocado toast. So I will send Lori the recipe on this. But if you want, just write this down as we're doing it. Okay.
And Emily said, "Looks great."
Emily, how are you? Okay. So let's just take a little bit. This is an avocado toast with fresh mozzarella, charred tomatoes, and a balsamic syrup. So just a little drizzle of olive oil. I'm going to turn this burner on as soon as I switch this right here. Okay, I'm turning this up pretty high. I'm going to take some whole grain toast. Take a bread knife and cut it. 1 avocado will do about 4 nice sized pieces of toast, just like this. Okay. This is just good any time of the year. And then just take a piece of garlic and just kind of slice it open. And then just kind of rub some fresh garlic right on here. You could do both sides, just one side, whatever you want to do. Okay. And now I'm just going to drizzle just a little bit extra virgin olive oil on here. Take a pinch of kosher salt. A little black pepper. And I did not forget that my burner is on. I want to get that oil really hot. Okay. So I am just going to take this toast right here and put this into, might as well do the 425 oven. I just want to get it toasted. That's all. So put it in there with the muffins. Okay, so in the meantime, let's take some really nice colored tomatoes. Want to feel that? Still needs a little bit. See, I get it really hot. That way it gets nice and charred. And I try to use different colored tomatoes just to make it look really nice, appetizing. So if you like avocado, tomatoes, mozzarella, balsamic, make this, please. And you have to like whole grain bread too. I know you can do it on sourdough or whatever bread you want.
Yeah, I made it for lunch yesterday on a bagel.
He did. He made a bagel with this on it yesterday, and I didn't have any, but it looked so good on there.
It was good, yeah.
I told him go show the bagel place that. And,
Yeah.
they got a new idea. It'll be the only one in town making a bagel like that, right? So I'm gonna take an avocado. I'm just gonna go like this with my paring knife. Go right against the pit. Just rock it around. And just kind of pop that open. Okay. This pit just go right out. Okay. So now I'm just gonna slice this down the middle. Like that. Take the avocado and just put it into a small bowl. Anybody out there, any questions? And this is one avocado, and this will make 4 toasts. Add that right there. That oil is just about there because you're going to hear it sizzle. Yep, here go the tomatoes. Okay. And now I'm just going to finish the avocado, and you're just going to mash it with a fork. Okay, so just kind of go like this with the fork. And you can add a little bit of salt and pepper to this. Good way to use up an avocado if you got some around, just hanging around doing nothing. You want a nice appetizer for later tonight. Or if you want a bagel like Chris makes. Maybe Monday night when we do our food festival, you can go around and do a bagel.
No.
Chris was a guest. He did the cooking the other night on the summer camp, and then I did the filming. Just the last recipe, but we had fun.
Susan said, making my shopping list for the hurricane weekend, baking and cooking. We'll go gaze in the plans.
Oh, and now a little bit of fresh ground black pepper on here. I'm gonna go get my toast out. Okay, out of the oven. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of toss this just a little bit. Put it right on here. Just want to make sure it doesn't hit any plastic. Right here, this is good. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the avocado and just kind of equally put it on the toast. So we have our virtual food festival on Monday, and we'll be making a West Coast shrimp salad with corn and avocado. Got my avocados ready for it. Got them ripening. That way I have them. And then we're going to make baby key lime pies. And this is 7 o'clock on Monday. And then we're doing a flatbread with basil, prosciutto, goat cheese, peaches, and a balsamic drizzle. So really good. Okay, just moving these tomatoes around just a little bit. So now you can just take a knife just like this, and just kind of spread it out on the toast. And just gonna leave these tomatoes to the side a second. I'm gonna take the fresh mozzarella and I am just gonna chop it into small little pieces. If you ever get the little fresh mozzarella perlinis, which are the little balls, you can use that as well. Put this in here. And it has a lot of flavor. Anybody out there, any questions for me? Come on, or for Chris? If not, our Granny Smith apple fritter bread is the next one that we are doing at the Islip Library. Okay, I'm gonna turn this burner off. I'm just gonna take these charred tomatoes. You could let them cool a little bit if you want, but I wanted you to see this before we do go. Everybody out there saying, I know what they're having for lunch.
Let's see. Susan said, besides the food festival, are there any other new recipes next week?
Susan, let me check for you. Okay, let me finish this and then I will check. I did just do the schedule right before this class because I have a busy day today, and Chris was hiding the balsamic drizzle.
I was, yes.
And I knew I took it out and I knew I put it on the table and he saw me like this. He likes to do those things to me. So everybody, you can buy a glaze like this or you can make your own. If you make your own, just take balsamic vinegar, about a cup, and reduce it down to about a quarter cup. So what you do is just take this, drizzle a little bit like that on here, on each one, and it has so much flavor. And then, of course, if you put them on a nice white plate, they really shine. So let me hold this up. Let me hold this up with the Farmer's Market Peach Streusel Muffins. So to answer Susan's question, Susan, we have a light week next week and then even lighter the week after. The week after, I'm just taking a little downtime. You know how I go, right? I won't stop, right? So let's see, what do we have next? So Monday night is the camp. We are off.
Nope.
I'm sorry, I say camp. We did it for 8 weeks straight. So I have camp in the mind. We're doing our food festival Monday night, 7 o'clock. If you go to my Facebook page, Simply Creative Chef Rob. And then Tuesday we're off. Wednesday we are doing a Chris just gave me Farmingdale Library. We are doing red, white, and blueberry whoopie pies. And it has a really nice tasty filling. And we're doing a pepperoni pizza dip for it. Okay. On Thursday, we have the Bayport Blue Point Library. And that is at 5 o'clock Facebook. And we are doing peach buckle, just like the one, Susan, I know you saw last night in Massachusetts, and a grilled balsamic rosemary chicken breast with a tomato blue cheese relish. And then I have a new one for you, Susan. It's not the first dish, it's the second one. A Brazilian steakhouse pineapple, and it's on a barbecue. And if you haven't seen that one, please watch that one. You'll enjoy making that. Susan, you're going to make that one? I could just see your family making that. And then Gruyere and zucchini stuffed tomatoes, which are really, really good. And that is our week for next week. And then I know we have the following Monday and Tuesday. And then we're all just taking a break.
Well, I go to school.
He goes to school, but we're going to take a break.
Michelle X, will these recipes be available in Islip?
They will. The Farmer's Market, I think, is already on there, and I will send the avocado one to Lori, okay, soon, okay? Any other questions before I say goodbye? And everybody stay healthy, stay well, so I can come into the library and we can cook and you can eat and we can do all that. So we all just be careful, that's all.